The brassy sun hammered this godforsaken rock pile day after day. My orders were simple. Watch the hole. So I'd hump it in before dawn, the silence of these hills always gnawing at something inside of me. I'd perch on the ridge, rifle cradled, scanning that shimmering horizon over the desolation where the hole lay. Nothing ever moved but the buzzards and the shadows. Then it was a long trudge back, some chow, a few hours of sleep, rinse and repeat. I'm the sentry against what exactly? Well, I wasn't told, but the air felt thin, like the veil between the worlds had worn ragged. And then, today, two figures, silhouettes against the glare, scuttled for cover. One was a bloated parody of a man. The other was thin and sharp, like a shard of obsidian, vermin, intruders on this sacred, silent vigil I've been keeping. So, the rifle settles into my shoulder, cold yet familiar. The crosshairs found them, my purpose finally given form.
I mean, I like broad daylight more than I like nighttime. I think we might be just like preparing our packs to go spelunking.
Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, I kind of have a general idea of where it might be located.
You know the gear you brought with you. Pitch me what you think you could take along without gaining some exhaustion for carrying it.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a pistol and a waistband. And I think, what, do you need something? Would you know how to handle yourself if you had, something that went bang?
I do have my gun. I'm not that great at it, but I can protect myself if I absolutely needed to, yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, maybe you just carry this, and I'll put the shotgun in your hands. But I'll take a rifle in my arms, and then maybe just like rig up a little bit of like makeshift tooling for in there. So like, got a satchel or a backpack. Gonna take a spooled rope and hitch like some sort of claw hammer to one end so that it could be used almost like a grappling hook. Like if it was able to get up on a ledge, then it could hold some weight. Some carabiners, what could go through belt loops and that. Like it's not going to be for proper climbing, but like more like securing ourselves. If the need came to it. Does that sound all right?
Yeah, that sounds great. I have a small medical kit just in case something goes wrong, and a flashlight. I imagine it'll be kind of dark in there. Yeah, I guess I have to take my laptop. I don't want to leave it behind with all the data it has on it. So,
yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I don't like it, but it makes sense. I think I'll rig up a little, even if it's just like duct tape around my hair. That flashlight's going on the side of my head, and I'll take any canisters that I got. I think I know I got pepper spray. But if there's any like flashbangs or explosives or anything else in the mix, it seems like the time.
Yeah, you have 2 impact grenades or HE grenades.
Okay.
That you can take.
Great. Yeah, I don't know. Anything else seem like essentials?
Let me look at my fanny pack here for a second. Let me see what else I got. Oh yeah, I have my binoculars too.
In your fanny pack. Your fanny pack folding, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, it's just like, I'll put on like elbow and knee pads for scrambling through small places. I got a Camelback for water supply. But other than that, we're going a little bare bones on equipment.
Okay, so are you trying to drive as close to the mine as possible? What's your approach beyond grabbing your gear?
I think as close as reasonable, right? Like, I don't want to be, fracturing a strut or anything, going over dunes and rocks and all that. But someplace where we could, like, get close enough and turn around and, maybe, like, pull a brown tarp over it. I guess it's already sand-colored. Just kind of stage it for an escape, but assuming we're like maybe a quarter mile away. I don't know.
So, go ahead and roll a drive.
Just Dale?
Whoever's driving.
38, we're okay.
You are able to take it slow, avoid fracturing any struts or messing up your shocks as you get through the rocky desert below Jerome. There are a lot of like patches of scrub brush you have to navigate around. There are big rocks everywhere. And as you get close to the mine, it becomes inhospitable to your car. If you had a 4-wheel drive, it might even be impossible with that. You get about, probably your guess, Agent Ryan, a mile or so from it.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, how fast can you run a mile?
I can't, but I can walk it.
Okay, well, I hope it doesn't come down to that.
Yeah, no running.
Same.
Yeah, in front of you is just, it's not a mountain, but it's craggy rocks for the foreseeable future. It looks like you're going up and over a lot of things. There is a lot going on in this landscape. It's quite inhospitable to walking around. Go ahead and give me Navigate Ryan plus 20% since you got the map. And then Del, I'm assuming you're leading through these rocks.
I mean, if it's not like to a location, and if it's just, trying to find a safe route through, then yeah, sure.
Yeah, go ahead and give me your survival then.
Unfortunately, I failed at 87.
Yeah,
Okay.
80-0 for me.
Okay, so you're going to waste some time walking around and kind of getting your bearings here. A mile is in this, terrain is going to be about an hour, you would think, but it takes you about an hour and a half to get to the edge of just this massive cylindrical bowl that is in the ground, and on the far side of it from you guess is the entrance to the mine, and it is quite far out there. Even with your binoculars, you can't see it very clearly. What are you doing from here?
I mean, probably just trekking towards it. Just try to get as close to it as we can to see where the entrance might be.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind finding a shady place where, if we get a little closer, where the binoculars can kind of take focus, and then maybe we just see if anything comes in or out for, I don't know, say an hour or two.
Okay, yeah. So you're looking around and you find there's plenty of shade in between rocks where you could peek out and kind of watch. So you hold up between maybe this large rock sticking out of the ground and the side of the domed impression that's in the ground. And you can sit there in the shade for a little bit.
Oh, it's hot out here.
Yeah, I mean, shade feels good no matter where you are. Say, this big feature here, this look man-made to you?
I mean, it's hard to tell. It definitely is very interesting. I've never seen anything like it before. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, well, I don't think it was made by a man. What use they got making something bowl-shaped out here this far? Usually mining operations are much more intentional than that. They go one direction with purpose,
I mean, everything that I've heard about this place doesn't equal man-made to me, so it's not surprising.
Yeah. Is there any inclination that this is like an impact crater or something of that nature?
Do you have geology?
Do I look like I have geology? I smoked a crack rock in my day. That's as close as I got.
Yeah.
And I'm I'm mortified. I'm like, oh my God, you have?
Can you
That was mostly a joke.
roll your luck?
No dice.
Yeah. This is a large bowl, right? It's like you have some opinions about it, but nothing's confirmed with any experience you've had in the past. Agent Ryan, are you trying to do anything with this?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about it, right? So I'm also trying to figure that out.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your luck as well.
63.
Yeah, I mean, this is before the time of the internet. You guys have completely different lives than anybody who's interested in geology does. So nothing piques your antennae for something you've experienced.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't stop me from theorizing, but I just can't be, conclusive in a way that others might appreciate.
What about the plant life around? Can I Can I look, since I have botany knowledge, can I look at like the plant life to see if anything seems odd or weird about it?
Do it, yeah.
How do I do that?
You roll you have a botany score, don't you?
Oh, 13 or 18.
The thing that you do notice is that there was scrub brush, small cacti leading up to here, but in this actual bowl, there is not a plant to be seen.
Yeah, it is very odd that there's no plant life where this begins, don't you think? Usually there would be no change from one landscape to the other. I mean, I think it's very odd that all the plants were killed out here at some point.
Yeah, well, not to mention that, like, if this was dug out such a long time ago that it ain't been reclaimed by nature in the meantime,
Yeah.
like something might be, keeping it at bay.
Hopefully there's no radiation out here.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll check us for that when we get back. A lot of good it'll do us.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, very, very strange indeed.
Can you roll your stealth?
Me? Both of us?
One of you.
62.
What's your score? It's 60 or sorry, 70, 80?
Yeah, 70.
Cool. So you are casing this place. Give me a search or alertness, and then we'll see what you guys see in this hour period.
Fail for me, 62.
47 alertness success.
All right. You don't see any movement outside of the mine. As you're kind of scoping it with the binoculars, you definitely see that on the ground leading up to it, there looks to be like tire tracks to the mine entrance.
Shoot,
Fresh.
Majestic got Jeep money out here.
They're fresh?
It's hard to say from this distance.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we seen all we're gonna see, then maybe we just creep a little closer and close that distance.
Agreed.
So you're about to take off from this hidden rock outcropping. Who's taking the lead?
I mean, I guess I assume since we know our destination, I'll be out front.
What's your dex?
15?
So from your earlier alertness roll, as soon as you peek your head out, you see just a glimmer, like further in front of you, and then beside you, or actually, we'll see if it's beside you. Can you roll your dodge?
Yeah, I could do that if I must. Nope, 82.
You see a glimmer of light far in the distance, the telltale sign of a scope hitting the sun, and the rock beside your face explodes and hits you in the face with rock dust and little bits of gravel and cuts into you. Take a d4 of damage. And Agent Ryan, you hear, but you see that rock explode before you hear anything. This person is shooting at you from far away. What do you do?
Coming from the bowl?
Let's say you're here. They're just up on the same side as you, but further up towards the mine.
Okay. Well, I'm getting down immediately. I'm just dropping to the ground.
Okay, taking cover.
Yeah, taking cover. Dale, are you okay?
Yeah, but if I die out here, you should know my name is Dell.
Didn't I say that?
It's D-E-L, not Dale. Either way. Yeah, he's fine.
I love that Ryan
what?
has been saying the wrong name.
Have I?
You've been saying Dale.
Okay, Dell. Sorry.
No, I think it's great. So
Maybe that's just how I say it.
No, I
yeah,
know.
Dale.
That's how he says
it's
it.
Virginian.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, you should absolutely get down. Yeah, how do we get eyes on this guy?
You saw the direction and the gleam of the scope, so you know the general area where the shots are being fired from.
Roll over on my back and I open my fanny pack and take out my binoculars.
Yeah, just aggressively large binoculars come out of a small fanny pack. And are you peeking around to give it a look?
Well, yeah, I'm still on the ground, but I'm pointing my binoculars towards where the shots came.
Okay, you're gonna have to poke your head out to look.
Okay, I'll do it real fast.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
Go ahead.
watching Ryan's movements, and if Ryan pops out, I'll wait half a count, and then I'm gonna spring out as well.
A shot rings out, but does not hit you, Ryan. It hits the rock by you. Go ahead and roll your alertness again, Del, as you're watching where this shot's coming from.
Yeah, 58. We're good.
Okay. Yeah, your eyes twitch across the landscape quickly as that shot comes out. You pinpoint where he is, or where the shooter is, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna fire even if it's just suppressing fire for a moment, but I'm gonna try and shoot at him. About what's the distance here?
It's about 50 yards.
Okay. Yeah, well, I think we can work with that.
So go ahead and roll a firearms. They have cover, but roll it and tell me what you got.
Yeah, I got a 008.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Oh,
fire. Sorry.
Wait, if I roll below the lethality, is that just that? I just rolled so low, I was like, oh, this is worth getting excited about.
Do you have a lethality score on your assault rifle in your character sheet?
Yeah, it's 10.
10? Okay. Go ahead and narrate your shot.
Yeah, so the intent is to provide suppressing fire so that I can run up to the next, rock covering, knowing that, it's kind of an unethical use of Agent Ryan and his noggin, but we got to get out of this situation somehow. And so as I'm pulling my rifle up to run, I am simply trying to fire in the general area. But as I see that glint come back up and his shot rings out, I just am still sweeping and I kind of let one off and it just goes straight down the scope and I see a from behind the barrel.
Shit. The rush of it. 2 suns more. 2 more fucking days. And I could have sealed that cursed hole, blown the C4, and silenced whatever pulsed in that unholy depth. Then Sarah, her face. I could have seen her face. 2 days. Now, only that screaming iron hornet comes to crack the world open through my eyes.
You imagine that he's still looking down the scope and he might have seen just the faint glimmer of some brass tumbling object flying through that scope, and then it embeds in his head. And yes, it does paint the gray rocks behind him with red, and you seemingly kill him in one shot.
It happened so fast that I don't even know what's going on. So I'm like...
Are you still looking through your binoculars?
Yeah, I'm trying to, right? But I'm still scared that I'm going to get shot.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a search.
Okay.
Or alertness 2, whichever one's higher. Let's search. Let's do a search.
2, which would actually meet my alertness.
Hell yeah. Oh, your alertness. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just call it good. But, you pan over to where you think the shooter was and you heard the shot and you see a skull that's concave. It looks like there's just been a tube shot straight through it. His head is split halfway open, like it was bored through by a cylindrical device, being Agent Dell's bullet. Go ahead and roll your sanity for me.
Ooh, 002.
All right. You are maintaining your sanity for now.
And I'm like, Dell. Oh my god. Did you just get him in one shot? That's insane.
Well, it would have been you if it weren't him.
Thank you. That was insane. I've never seen something so crazy.
Yeah, apparently I got a vendetta against heads.
Apparently so.
Yeah, this one looks like a fucking canoe, so that head is no longer alive. What are you doing now, knowing that there might be some forces about?
Approaching a little more cautiously than we had been previously.
Yeah, I think rifles up, and I'm gonna beckon Ryan over, and we'll kind of try and cover hop rock to rock around the lip of this ridge.
Okay, yeah. Ryan, you can give me survival to navigate this. Dell, give us a stealth roll.
43.
13.
Got it.
Oh yeah, you guys. Agent Ryan, you haven't been out in the field in this way ever, but you're starting to feel like a badass. You're ducking behind rocks. You feel like you're squatting and crouching and sneaking up. You're jumping from rock to rock. It's a little exhausting for you, but you're moving around. Dell, this is kind of true to form for you. This is your comfort zone. You see Ryan gaining some confidence behind you, but it does look like he's just kind of fumbling around like a doofus behind you, but is maintaining his cover, which, whatever at that point.
Yeah, I mean, in my mind, there's kind of like a grid that has been applied on the landscape in front of us, right? Fire corridors and areas that are safe. And so as long as he is more or less following behind me, like it doesn't matter how he gets there.
Awesome. And you're going straight for the mine face?
Yeah, I think so. Like if you imagine that the opening was here, right, and we're somewhere over here, I think I want to get parallel with the opening so that I can see if there's anybody else guarding it first before we just run straight at it.
So go ahead and give another alertness. Ryan, what are you doing as you're running along?
Literally everything that I'm doing, I'm just like watching Dale and mimicking his actions.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I'm just running behind him, and like I've seen some spy movies, some ninja movies in my time. So I'm kind of taking that from my brain as well and applying it to my movements the best I possibly can.
Yeah, there's one moment where like you look like you're gonna go for a roll, and I just kind of like shake my head at you, and you save that one for later.
I'm like, oh, I got a little ahead of myself.
You're making all these promises to yourself for when you're back. You're going to get into the same amount of shape as Del. This is what you want to do now. Can you roll a human intelligence?
No, 87 against 17.
Yeah.
Or 12, sorry.
Del is just a complete badass to you. You see no cracks in the armor at all. No psychological damage or trauma coming from him. He's just like the apple of your eye right now.
An ideal role model.
All right.
My alertness was a 62, looking for a 61, so no good.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. You're slowly making your way up, and you get to the entrance of the mine.
Okay. I think I'm going to go inspect where that first shooter was, and the whole while I'm just going to be looking for footprints, tire tracks, signs of recency, and numbers.
Yeah. It looks like it was a 4-wheel drive. They're quite deep. The tread is far apart. Looks like a wide chassis as well. So your guess is like some sort of Jeep, but it's hard to count how many different types. It looks like there was some sort of operation out here. And in fact, now that you're close, you see the remnants of a small camp as well. And there's still some stakes from tents, and the tents look like they were those large ones that housed like 15 to 20 people right in front of the mine here.
We're not dealing with a onesies twosies operation here. What do you see, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at that, but I'm also just like inspecting the nature around as well. Yeah, just checking for anything that feels out of place or is weird or anything that might come up for me.
Yeah, again, roll your human intelligence again.
Nope, 85.
You're looking around, and the thing that pops out to both of you is that this was a camp. The camp is no longer there. Whatever operation happened here is very much in the past.
But we are talking like recent, like within the last month.
Yeah, you have felt the winds of Arizona in your time, Del. You know that the winds would whip through here in a matter of weeks to cover up any of these tracks, or at least make them less easy to discern.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm curious what they're curious about, but it probably has something to do with those unreleased photos, I'd have to imagine.
Yeah, the unreleased photos from the computer that were seemingly taken in this mine.
Yeah. Proceed with caution on account of clearly somebody's still around, but perhaps the intent of the operation has changed.
Is there an entrance that we can clearly see?
Yeah, there is. It's held up by large wooden struts. Looks like enough that a Jeep could drive in. It's large and it's dark. It's sunny out here, so your eyes haven't adjusted to anything on the inside of the mine. So you just see this ominous, pulsating, dark mine in front of you. Maybe your imagination is getting the best of you, but it feels like it's even growling at you.
Stomach feels weird. Can I pull out my binoculars and take a look to see if I see anything else in the darkness?
Yeah, you look and you see right inside the mine where the sun has lit up, but it looks pitch black in the rest of it.
I'll pull out a a tube of Tums, and I'll hand one of those like little paper coils, like lifesavers, and I'll pop a couple off and hand them to you. I feel like we're gonna need to sturdy up for this one.
Tums.
I never leave home without them. When you get to a certain age, you just can't go on the road not prepared.
I have Advil gel caps that I chew on from time to time, but
Yeah, those burn something fierce.
I'll take some Tums. Thank you. Elle.
It's like the computer. I thought it'd be easy to remember that way.
That was a deep cut. So. Yeah. Are you proceeding in there with your flashlights ready? What's the
Is yours still duct taped on your head?
Sure as shit it is. Gotta feel pretty dumb getting sniped by a man look like this. Yeah, I think I'll take like a handkerchief, cotton and partially see-through, and I'll just drape it over the head of the flashlight. And as I pop it on, maybe it just kind of like casts a shallow glow around us instead of like a strong beam.
Yeah. So you're keeping it right next to you. You're not casting into the tunnel very far.
I think that's my intent, and I want to try and look for a side that we could potentially creep up so that it's not like in plain view the whole way.
Go ahead and roll survival. Both of you.
Yeah, 45. We're good.
All right.
Oh, 42. Good.
Nice. There is a side of the cave that has a lower ceiling than the rest of the larger cavern. You can tuck yourself in there and move slowly up it. There's no large opening anywhere or large cavern again. It's just a cave at this point, and the ceiling is about 15 feet above you, and the small outcrop you walk under is right above your head at about a 6 foot.
Yeah, I think I'm still ducking on account of, I don't count on it being consistently right above my head. And I'd not like to catch something on my brow. If we're not spotting anything, just creeping on forward.
As you get further in, the cave wall gets a little damp. Like this is starting to go down and get a little deeper to where there's underground wells and underground lakes potentially. You feel that humidity and the heat disappears, and it starts to get cooler and cooler as you descend. And the whole time you're noticing that the tire tracks are maintaining as well as you descend.
Wonder if any of those Jeeps are down here.
I'm impressed that they trusted it this far. They must have mapped it out, to know that it was accessible this way beforehand, don't you think?
Yeah, someone knows this mine a lot better than we do.
Ryan, are you using your flashlight at all?
Yeah, and I'm like shining it all over. I'm behind Dell, so I can see like the ground where his is. But yeah, I'm like scared of spiders, so I'm just making sure that there's nothing like that in here.
Great, yeah. Both of you roll alertness as you're looking around and see what you can pick up.
Yeah, 31.
006.
Dang. Agent Ryan, you're starting to get further and further down. You sweep your flashlight across the tunnel wall that's far in the distance, and there's a glint of quartz for a second. You see something shiny, and you bring the flashlight back, but it doesn't look the same as it did when you first saw it out of the corner of your eye. You see just the edge of it lit, and where the beam gets weak, there's a shadow that gets cast through your flashlight very slowly, and it's just a shape. It's a little too thin.
What kind of shape?
It's almost humanoid. Looks like, you've seen those Save the Children commercials. It looks like a starving child shape, almost. All the limbs and joints, but the head is large, and the shadow flickers a little bit, and you hear as the shadow disappears.
And is this ground level that this happened? Or a little
You've
higher?
been descending. This was ground level. Yeah.
Okay. Del, did you see that?
I sure wish I didn't.
Both of you roll your sanity.
Yeah, 19.
14.
Okay, you both passed, but this is such a unnatural thing. You will take 1 off of your sanity from just witnessing it, even though you succeeded. And the silence between you is deafening. Neither of you say anything to each other yet.
Yeah, I feel like the space also seems to warp. Like we're close to each other, but it doesn't matter, right? Like there is an aloneness down here in the dark that is just permeating.
That sense of aloneness as your body almost feels like it's outside of your mind. You are standing a few steps behind yourself, watching yourself witness that just quick glint of a shadow crossing Agent Ryan's beam.
That shadow look like anything in those pictures you saw?
No, not to me. I mean, it was hard to see, but it did move pretty quickly, and I've never seen a human move that way before.
Yeah, seems right on. I mean, you know, as much as like human will would not push you forward, there is kind of like just a dutifulness of like swallow and keep moving in the game of hot or colder. What could this be if not warmer?
I imagine Agent Ryan clutches that shotgun a little tighter.
Yes, definitely.
As well.
And my butt cheeks.
No turds coming out right now. You are able to hold back the bowel movements and continue forward.
Phew, for now.
As you're going forward, both of you keep mistaking the pulse and blood hammering in your own ears for that clicking sound on and off. It's very unnerving. Like, it's ever present as your pulse quickens and you get closer and closer to the bend that this thing seemingly disappeared around, and you cross the threshold of where it was and you see nothing now but a long cave. And in fact, right here, the cave gets a lot smaller and is about 7 feet high and a little more narrow. About 3 people could walk through it at once. The Jeep tracks also look like they had been turning around right where you're at right now.
Yeah, I'd like to inspect this site. Ryan, if you wouldn't mind maybe just keeping your eyes down that hallway so that, you know, we know if something's creeping up on us. But
Sure.
I'm going to try and get a sense of if anything was being unloaded here.
Search is the best thing for that, so give it a shot. And since you're spending some time here, give yourself 20%.
Don't need it. 10.
All right. You're looking around. You see all the tire marks. Looks like there was a base of operation. You start to see boot prints. These are more combat booty. And you see something really curious, which is a cut wire in this area that you follow up to that 7-foot cave. And at the top of it, you see a disabled C4 plant.
Disabled for now.
When you're looking at it, something with claws dug into the C4 and pulled out the igniting pin or the trigger, but other than that, it's intact and could be rewired by your estimation. But that wire, or that C4 packet, has another wire and it goes deeper into the tunnel.
Well, this whole place seemed like it's rigged at one point. Normally that wouldn't, that might be a source of unease, but it seems like something even worse came through and had its way with it. You want to take a look at this, Ryan?
Sure. I don't like watching this hallway. I just don't feel good right now about this hallway. So yeah, what are you looking at?
Yeah, well, I think you could probably make more heads and tails of it than I can. There's wires to it. It looks like it was meant to go boom, but it can't go boom in its current state.
You would probably use microelectronics.
Do you want me to roll that?
Yeah.
No, 88.
Yeah. You can tell that it was once wired to explode. Del, do you have demolitions?
Demolitions? Yes, sir.
Yeah. Give that a roll too.
Oh, yeah. We're in business. 20.
Yeah, you are looking at it and something tore apart the triggering device, which you find completely eviscerated. Looks like it was radio control. There's still wire here. You have a walkie-talkie. You think between you and Dell, you could wire that walkie-talkie up, and as soon as somebody on the other channel, just don't pick up any truckers on the road while you're in there, but you think that you could probably blow this part.
Okay, yeah. Does it look like it could be negotiated out of there, or is this is the site where it's gonna stay?
Yeah, you could absolutely get up there and pull down the first C4 packet you find, but you're assuming based on there are more wires running that there are more charges set to.
And we think that these ones are all interlinked still? Like there's a wire going from this to the other? Like there's a small network of them?
It looks that way from here. You haven't seen the second charge yet, though.
Well, hey, I think I could finagle this thing out if you think it's of use to us wherever we're going, or if we need an escape plan or just to seal these things away sight unseen, I mean, that looks possible, but I kind of like the idea of pocketing one. Where do you see it?
Yeah, we can put it in my fanny pack. I have some space.
Yeah, boy, I got to give me one of those. They come in different colors.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have to be hot pink like mine. It can be any color you want.
They really do have everything these days.
Mm-hmm. It's the 90s, Del.
The time of plenty, so.
Yeah. Okay, well, I will try and stick my greasy little fingers in the side of that C4 packet and pull it from the rockery.
Yeah, no problem. It looks like it was kind of just set in some stone up there. They didn't have any way to affix it to rock. Like no magnet or anything would work. So you're able to get a pretty beat up C4 charge, but it looks like a decent amount of plastic.
Okay. Well, Ryan, you want to have a look at wiring this thing up while I go and take a look at the rest of this rig?
Yeah. I'll take a look.
Yeah, you would do your microelectronics again.
55, fail.
Yeah. Del, what are you doing? You're walking down the tunnel more?
I was going to go check out where the wire led. Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan, you're looking at this thing. I'll give you another chance to roll the more time you take, but you're going to have to stay put. Is that okay? Or do you want to follow Del?
I don't want to stay put, but I will. I'm going to keep going at this. Yeah.
Agent Ryan, you're futzing around with this thing. The next time you roll microelectronics, you give yourself 15%, but we will get there in a second. Agent Sandusky, you walk down the tunnel and you find a second charge where the wire is pulled out and it looks like all of the plastic has been split apart by claw-like indents as well. And then there's actually a third wire that goes beyond that. What are you doing?
The plastic here in similar disrepair to the last one, but is like the actual explosive itself salvageable?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah. Well, then I think I'll be taking that out as well.
Yeah, you pop that one out. You're getting quite the brick at this point. You going for a third?
I'm going to walk back and drop this off. I'll check back in with Ryan first.
Okay. Ryan, you have the radio out with the trigger device and are trying to figure out a way to wire it to this walkie-talkie. Let's try that microelectronics one last time.
Plus 15, you say?
Plus 15.
98.
Can't quite get it.
With Demolition's knowledge, this something that, like, upon being shot at would take just like a walkie-talkie trigger?
You know C4, and it usually needs an electrical current.
Okay.
So any electrical current is fine, but a gunshot will not ignite it.
Understood. Well, that was good instinct, but we'll have to see if anything else might be able to ramp this up when the need comes. You mind saddling that up and we just keep on moving?
Slipped it into my fanny pack. Zipped it up.
All right. You start heading back out, or are you going deeper?
Going deeper.
You continue forward now in a eerily small tunnel. The worst part is all you can hear is each other's breathing. And again, that pulse in your head starts hammering and you feel the incline go from like a small dip to a very, very large dip. Looks like you're at almost a 40% grade down. You get deeper and it gets more musty and wetter as you go. Towards the bottom of this thing, you see another charge set up above you. This is about probably 100 feet from the last one. When you're looking up there, you notice that the cavern opens up into just a large, massive cavern. There is stalactites and stalagmites on both sides, casting shadows as you swing your flashlight in this massive area. In their far distance, as your flashlight goes through, you see a strange rock formation that catches your eye, but it's hard to pick out from here. You would have to walk across the cavern before you could see the whole thing.
I'm inclined to leave this third one here. Do we have a sense of like what kind of voltage is required? Like flashlight batteries enough? What kind of charge is sufficient?
Were you in Vietnam? Okay. You know that some old timers at the Bureau used to talk about using C batteries to ignite C4 in Nam, and sounds like they weren't bullshitting, but who knows, you know? Like they're telling Vietnam stories, so.
Okay. This, like the wire on this one seems like it is connected up to all the wires before that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Then I think what I'm inclined to do is double back and take one of my spare batteries, and I'm going to rig it up so that one side is connected at that first place that we, like at the entrance to the smaller tunnel, and have the like second end of the wire like ready to connect. So as soon as somebody taps it down, that it would complete the circuit.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your demolitions.
Yeah, 003.
Okay, it is ready periodically because of the volatility of such a rig. I will have you roll your luck as well.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I think the idea is that it's definitely going to need to be, well, it's intended to be manually, like somebody comes on through and hits it.
Okay.
But yeah, understood. Now we'll head on back to where we were. Ryan, what do you see out there?
Yeah, my binoculars have night vision, right?
Not in 1998.
Damn. Okay. I thought they might. I thought I brought that pair that I have, but maybe
It's
not.
been in your other fanny pack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it must be.
You pull out your little notepad that's in your pocket and you write down get night vision for next time. But you can use your flashlight and binoculars together.
I'll try to get a little closer to the formation enough where my flashlight reaches it and I can look at it a little closer.
You walk up and the formation isn't so much a rock formation as it's a strange play of light when you shine it on there. It looks like a indentation where something crashed into the stone and was embedded in the stone here. But on investigation, there is nothing there. And in fact, you see almost like drag marks across the stone where something massive here was drug.
It's something harder than the rock.
Roll your search.
Nope, 52.
Okay. Del, what are you looking at?
Well, I just catch up with you here. I guess am I right in thinking that there is something kind of unnatural about the way that the light is playing here?
When you shine it on there, you notice that there's a strange reflective nature to the stone and the light plays weird.
Yeah, I think I am experimenting with my flashlight and maybe the tactile touch of that stone, figure out what I can discern about that.
With that description and that tact, go ahead and give me a search plus 20.
Okay, 28. That'll do.
You don't get much from the flashlight other than it looks like obsidian, like shiny volcanic rock. But when you touch it, it is extremely smooth. And then there's just a lip where it goes back to normal stone. Your guess is something hit this area and had been embedded in this rock for some time. It hit it hot and melted it around it, but has since been removed based on the scratch marks. The shape of it looks like it was massive.
Yeah, what would you say? Is that like 20 feet across? I don't know.
Yeah.
How does that stack up with the basin outside size-wise?
The basin is massive, so, yeah.
Bigger than this.
Yeah.
And Ryan, you said you saw drag marks?
That's what it looked like to me. Yeah. I can't imagine what would make drag marks in rock like that, but that's what I saw.
Or be hefty enough to drag something this size?
Exactly. Yeah, what's dragging that?
Yeah, I mean, it almost seems like either there's got to be another way out. Whatever is able to tote that around did not come through the same little chute that we did, right? So, either it's moving itself or there's another way out of here.
It's reasonable.
There ain't nothing reasonable about this.
You're the only one. That's making sense.
Well, that is not a comforting sign. Okay, look. We got an exit strategy. If you think old Butterfield be happy with what we got, we can contain whatever the hell is in here. But if you're down to continue, I am.
Yeah, stomach is still really upset, but you have any more of those Tums?
Yeah, I got a whole roll if you need them.
Can I have a couple more of those, please? I think I'll be all right to continue.
Yeah, it's probably all that milk, if I'm honest. Like, the milk in the desert, that is just a crazy choice.
Milk.
No, I get it, but doesn't it just gum up your throat and give you the shits?
No, I poop just fine.
That's a good little tidbit of information. Thank you for that.
Yeah, Del, roll your sanity. You look around, and this cavern is, again, like gargantuan, and there are stalactites and stalagmites everywhere. Go ahead and roll either a search or an alertness as you're buzzing around.
Both of us?
Yeah.
Well, Ryan, in an instance like this, I think if there are two sets of eyes, you can plan on me playing the security game if you want to take a closer look at things. I don't know how your search is, but you can count on me doing the alertness if you want to do the other.
Yeah, I mean, my alertness is stronger than search as well, but I'm happy to do that. That's fine.
Well, I don't need to prescribe it to you, but I just, otherwise it feels like we're going to miss things if we're all both in Chihuahua mode.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Fail at 54.
20. Succeed.
You walk around through like these rock outcroppings in this ancient cavern. It's more than a little eerie to be in such a large space after being in such a tiny space. And Del, you see the glimmers of a silvery oval sphere just fire towards you from somewhere. Can you roll your dodge?
Sure can. Yeah, 008.
Okay. Ryan, can you roll your dodge?
Miss 63.
This sphere comes flying at you. You jump out of the way, Del. The sphere hits you, Ryan, and you lose time. Vision goes blank. Del, you've jumped to the ground and see just Ryan standing there, floating about 4 inches from the ground, shaking. And he has all of his muscles constrained at once. Go ahead and roll your sanity.
Yeah, fine on a 10.
Okay, you still lose 1, and your dex is 15, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is your turn.
This thing was giving off light?
Yeah, it was a silvery, sphere that came blasting from about 20 feet in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm whipping the handkerchief off my flashlight. I'm staring straight at it with the gun ready to fire if I see something that looks fire-worthy.
You see more blackness, and then the blackness blinks from the side, and you see gray eyelids in a strange manner close and open as your flashlight hits them, and then you realize that the 2 black orbs that you just saw are its eyes, and there's no discernible expression on its mouth. It is just blinking as it saw your light, and you feel a prickling certainty that those eyes can see you perfectly, as well as it kind of bores through you with its glance. And you hear that clicking sound. What do you do?
Yeah, there was no recoil at the brightness, the change in light.
Just the eyes went.
Yeah, but I still feel perceived. I guess I'm inclined to think it has some sort of psychic hold over Ryan, and I'm going to fire.
Yeah, roll it. Roll your firearms.
44 is a hit. A critical hit, in fact.
All right. Critical hit.
Okay. I think I was going for semi-auto, just kind of like a 1 bullet absolutely may not be enough here.
Yeah, so maybe 3 rounds. So you would give me 4d12 with the crit.
25.
The bullets climb up this thing's chest, and one hits it right in the nose. You see a viscous black blood erupt from it, and it slaps against a rock outcropping and then falls to the ground almost like a squid would. Agent Ryan, you're able to breathe. You wake up. You see a dead alien in the distance, but it feels like you just blinked, and now there's a dead alien in front of you, and you're on your knees, breathing hard. Roll your sanity.
72.
Okay, right under it. All right. You still lose 1.
Okay.
What are you doing now?
Throwing up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, beans and milk just come out of you.
He would totally pronounce milk as milk, too.
Milk. Beans and milk.
Love
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I'm throwing up. I'm a little confused as to how this happened so quickly, and I'm also scared. I have this deep-seated, feeling of fear in my chest.
Yeah, you feel that all at once, and then can you roll me your dodge?
001.
Crit. Damn. I mean, I guess let's say.
Talk shit, get crit.
You feel these spiky fingers come around you to grapple you and squeeze you, but you're in a heightened state, Agent Ryan. You're not the quickest guy, but you just flip over and you're able to throw this small child-sized slimy creature over your shoulder onto the ground, and it goes and starts screaming and flailing like this and swiping at you with its fingers. Agent Ryan, it is your turn.
I just want to put my foot down on him and pin him to the ground so that it can't move.
Yeah, since he's already on the ground, go ahead and roll your unarmed.
Okay.
Plus 20%. So I think that would probably be a 60 for you.
74.
All right. Yeah, he's really slimy, and part of his claw, nicks your leg. It doesn't hurt you, but it's very surprising, the texture of this thing and that claw touching you. Del, it is your turn, as you've seen this thing be thrown over Ryan's shoulder and is now flailing on the ground.
Yeah, can I tell what manner it is emitting these clicks from? Is it a mouth? Is it psychic? Is it like an actual pincer castanets? What is making the noise?
Roll your luck, since you don't have unnatural. We'll see.
Okay. 22.
As it's flipping around, it does have a mouth, but when you see its head flip up, you see these slits, almost like gills, in the bottom of its neck, and they're flapping together when it does that. It's like... Yes.
I hate everything about that. All right, I am going to... It's still on the ground?
Yep.
I'm going to make a mad dash for it. I'm going to stick the muzzle of my pistol in its mouth and my hunting knife in one of those gills. And I'm just, with the flashlight staring straight down in its face, I'm going to say, I'm going to need you to stop.
Yeah, do melee weapons.
25.
You stick the knife in the gill gingerly. You don't damage it or kill it. It tenses up around the knife. You feel it, and its eyes close fully. And you just start to feel mind shake. It's almost like your brain is trying to break out of its skull. Agent Ryan, you start to feel that as well, but you also hear almost like a whistling sound coming out of its gills. Can both of you roll your willpower?
26.
Okay.
79.
Okay, Agent Ryan, you look up at Del. You see blood starting to come out of Del's eyes, almost like tears, and blood comes out of his nose as he's being just eviscerated psychically by this thing from the inside. And it turns its eyes and opens one of its eyes towards you and reaches out with a claw to scratch you. Can you roll your dodge?
15.
You're able to dodge the claw as it comes for your leg. It is now your turn.
Okay, I'm pulling out my gun, and I'm just gonna, execution style, go for it.
Okay. Yeah, you execute this thing. A wisp of smoke goes through the air in your flashlight beam as the bullet exits the chamber of the gun, and it stops, and then Del falls to his knees and is covered in blood from his face.
Del, are you okay?
Yeah, that ain't it. Just wipe it off and leave a trail of dirt and dust across my muzzle. I don't know if there's any reasoning with these things, but clearly that weren't the way.
That was crazy. I don't even know what to say.
No, maybe it'd be good to take a moment to see what we're dealing with here. Whatever's left of this one, at least.
Yeah, what are you looking for?
The source of power, I suppose, which is brain-oriented if there don't seem to be any other anatomical clues.
Yeah. Again, this would be an unnatural roll, which I'll let you do, both of you. So you would just need to roll a 1. So you have a 1 in 100 shot.
I'm not going to pass that up, but I'm not going to get it either.
33.
Okay. Both of you increase your unnatural by 1, but lose 1 sanity by looking at this thing closely. And you don't really see where its power comes from. I guess you have an intuition, though. And your intuition is that it's definitely brain-oriented. There are no weapons on it. Everything it's done to you has been tracking with its eye movements in weird ways. So there's something, with the visual center connected to the brain that tells you that, yes, it's psychic.
Yeah, I mean, being able to rule something out is good, right? Like, we heard all those awful noises, but maybe that's just the way they are. Doesn't really give me much to go on as far as how we buffer ourselves from here on out, though.
Do you think we could take some tinfoil and like make some little tinfoil hats so that they can't penetrate our brains?
You know, I don't think anything is beyond trying down here. Did you pack tinfoil with you?
Let me look at my fanny pack real quick. Hold on. Let's see.
You do not have tinfoil with you.
No, I didn't, unfortunately.
Should have took those leftover beans.
There was none left over. I ate them all.
Very true. Well, they're on the ground right now. So.
Yeah, okay. Look, I mean, this power seems pretty formidable. If we don't know how to combat it directly, how do we at least not let it get the jump on us next time?
Well, I think we listen for the sound, right? Just be really alert if it's nearby.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like somebody's wet butthole flapping in the wind.
You've heard that before?
I mean, you eat a lot of beans in your time. You never rip one.
Only in the privacy of my apartment back home.
You be as private as you want, but that's the sound everyone knows.
Yeah. At this point, you're looking around. There's not much more to this cavern to explore. You don't understand the culture or the engagement level that these things seemingly have, so there could be more of them hiding, or maybe that was it. It's really hard to tell. You know very little about them.
There's got to be more around.
Yeah, I mean, whatever this big old impact crater was holding before, could fit an awful lot of these little fellas. I'm curious what they drug off and where they drug it off to.
Yeah, obviously, I am too.
Yeah, where to?
I mean, I think we're hunting for drag marks.
Okay. Yeah. You see that the drag marks look to go out the tunnel you came in, and they end there. There looks to be some ATV-like marks as well in the ground of this tunnel as well. So it looks like there was some sort of operation to dismantle whatever this thing was over time and drag it out of here.
You smell it? I mean, are you satisfied with the dead end? Do we think we've really explored this thing to the best of our abilities?
I don't see anywhere else to go. I mean, we can look around a little more. But yeah, I'm thoroughly kind of freaked out for the day at this point.
Yeah, I think a perimeter walk is in my future.
Yeah.
But it's okay if I don't find nothing.
Yeah, you go ahead and roll search for this one. Since you're spending some time there, give it an extra 15.
It won't help.
Same,
Yeah.
54.
Okay. You're walking around. You don't see anything else, no other encounters. You're a little spooked, though, so maybe you're not paying as close attention as you could. You come up empty. You've canvassed this entire cavern. There's no other caves out. Looks like the road did end here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, best to be thorough than uncertain. Do you think anybody's going to come and find these things that don't already know they're around?
I mean, it sounds like people were definitely interested in this place for a reason, so I wouldn't be surprised if more people had already been out here.
What do you think? Should we snap the photo for back home?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe just hide the remains somewhere farther back. This place is huge. Just kind of get rid of them someplace less conspicuous.
You're able to hide them. This isn't a well-trafficked area other than whatever this operation was, as you're guessing.
They had a man stationed out front. Was they just trying to know if anybody else was interested?
Stop people from coming.
Yeah. Okay. This tunnel, do we need to take it down behind us?
What?
This tunnel we're walking out of, it's all rigged to blow. Do we leave it open, or do we need to, contain a little more?
You don't think we'll need to come back here at all?
For what, man? I mean, if there was something to do, wouldn't we be able to do it?
I mean, I agree. Yeah, I mean, it would be a shame for those things to get out, so let's blow it.
Yeah, I mean, you might want to save your eardrums if you want to take a hike first.
You start walking out. You found your rig with your battery. Brian, you start walking towards the exit, and do you blow it, Sandusky?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your luck.
Yeah. 19.
There's a very concerning delay when you push it down, but then you hear and like a far rumble and the whole cavern shakes. You even hear rock falling from the far C4 plant. It doesn't seem like it's blowing back much, but after a while you do feel a flash of heat hit you, blows your face a little bit, and some dust comes out and then settles on the ground. And you have covered up the vector for now.
Yeah, all right. Somehow it don't feel like a success.
No, but you got to blow some shit up, so that's cool.
Hell yeah, brother.
You're walking and talking now. You get to the exit of the cave. It's extremely bright. You get out and it's about 90 degrees. What do you do from here? You have a dead sniper somewhere. You have your car that you could walk back to. What do you think you'll do?
You check the body of the sniper.
Yeah, who's checking it?
What else is there to do in the desert?
We both are.
So both of you check it. Go ahead and roll your sanity again for the being close to this amount of brain destruction.
Got it, 62.
Okay. You are quite disgusted by seeing it. And again, this agent looks a little different. They have black tactical gear on. They have a sniper rifle, a pistol, a knife that's serrated, and a walkie-talkie on their chest. And there's no identification whatsoever. But you do see, while you're searching, a tattoo of a cobra wrapped around a tiger, and it looks like it's about to strike its throat.
Does that have any affiliation to any agencies that we know of?
Sure. Do you have a military background at all?
No, FBI. I mean, there's some overlap in like the trainings that you go through, but not really the people.
Yeah, maybe roll criminology. Yeah, nothing that you can see. Go ahead.
I was in the Navy.
Okay. You were in the Navy. Do you have military science at all?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do have military science if that's what you were looking for, but
Yeah.
it's not. Still doesn't pass.
You're not sure. You're taking note of the tattoo, maybe even snap a picture of it. Your handler might be able to provide information on that. But right now out in the field, your guess is as good as mine.
I would like to take all this guy's weapons and his tactical gear.
Yeah, you strip him down and take all of it. Roll me a search while you're doing that.
Nope, 96.
Yeah, you pull everything off. He just now has like a black t-shirt on and some tactical pants, but you have taken all of his weapons.
Brian, were you like writing down a Christmas list of field equipment?
Yeah, I have my notepad. Is there something you wanted to put on it?
Yeah, I mean, your camera is great, but like a Polaroid so that we could just have those things on hand. We didn't have to, trust somebody to develop them.
Yeah, I sometimes bring developing fluids, but I just didn't on this trip.
You should come up with a different way to say that. Like, I don't think it was dirty, but like, I don't want to try again.
You have a very strange mind, Del. Very strange.
You are starting this banter now and walking through the desert. You have controlled the vector. You did not find Arthur Finch. Do you think you would stay in the field or pack it in and see what other leads you could chase, like Bogey Depot, Oklahoma, or anything with this tattoo?
I remember them seeing something about a conference that was happening, or they said that they had gone to in some of the emails that we saw. Is there a way, I don't know if the internet will have some information on perhaps a conference that might be happening this time of the year?
Yeah, they had met at a UFO enthusiast conference in San Francisco, and that's where they originated from. I believe that was 4 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, that's what you remember from it. So I imagine you both walking back, trying to make some sense of what just happened, both with these creatures that you encountered and where Arthur Finch could be. And there's no certainty or happy endings for Delta Green usually, but this is about as happy as it might get for you. You kind of realize as you're walking. Well, thank you for listening to another episode of the Dead Letter Bureau. We appreciate it. Hopefully you tune in again next week. Figure out what Agent Sandusky and Agent Ryan decide to do next. They got a wide open road in front of them. Do they stick around in Jerome and try to find Finch, or do they head out and go to Boggy Depot, Oklahoma. Find out next time. Thank you.